Hello? No, not just how are you?
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators. We've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. This is the type of early season
Hey, why wouldn't you, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
To make a statement in a top
You ain't
10 showdown. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land.
well, I mean, they're only gonna get better if they play. So.
David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Man, I'm just trying to win the game, man.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought.
It's just such a.
Bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. He leaves it with the back. Thrust that arm out. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestled it down short of the first down.
Such a big decision early in the game. When you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And he didn't get there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take him to end this drive. Will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it,
Just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. A little too anxious on that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw. It's Flagway. Fires one high and deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air and keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On the option. Now the pitch. Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has
Go Gators, go Gators.
Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short nowadays, man? So much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem. I got this in the first half.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's going to throw deep right side. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. At the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Open runway ahead. The 40. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting the big plays with really no risk.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down.
Yeah, and it helps too when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that will do it for the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the right side.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Better find the find his man on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb, who went to the house 6 times in 1917. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Well, a bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
He lets one fly deep.
How do you get deep and I'll push you back?
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the good.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up, just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie by the door, baby.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown.
Short for watch. I left it on just in case.
Just about set to kick it away.
I thought I heard it.
Fair catch, called for and made.
Their ringtone is like funky, right? You what? Get up.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring
Way
drives.
up
Yeah,
our
and
field,
remember, it's
bless.
not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. Lowers those pads. Touchdown.
He went off his foot. It went off his foot. He kicked the ball up in the air. I was like, "Ooh!"
With kick sixes, this guy is now making plays, not just for his defense, he's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Big Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades.
Yep, in his hands.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Running with power. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first downs.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here is still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell in.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds. Been a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting into Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He's just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
unloads to the wideout.
Don't
Way
get on
downfield. Good
Ooh.
throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stops at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you make the chances to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going over the top.
So we didn't throw it fast 5 early in there.
Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone for that return.
Nah, I should have did that earlier, and I did.
He made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed
really?
but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulders. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, what a nice run by the Q. Great job exploding, giving up field, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I remember calling timeout, but
Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
don't remember calling timeout, but
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Flagway. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in.
oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh, oh, you want to cheat me? Oh, you want to cheat me like that? Oh, you want to cheat me like that? You want to cheat me?
The defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Trying to run it in.
It's twice against it. So,
Touchdown, Florida!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job of creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing is going to get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Ellis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really
trying to get behind the defense.
there you gonna roll the dice.
And he holds it in at the 30. Racing to the right.
If I throw it right, baby, you can't skip. Huh? Second, it's about to be halftime. The last one, we got the interception. I held the ball too long. Yo.
Not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Yeah, it's up. They watching it. It's in the streaming chat. Well, I don't know if it's if it's these people or if it's other people. It's in the streaming chat.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that.
I stream all my games. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm basic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first downs and create seconds and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run in the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself.
Looking to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's always football on the back.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How the ball.
Looks as if the defense got it.
Ball hit the man.
Into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry.
How the ball hit the man. That was a
They'll
touchdown.
the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
That was a damn touchdown. A damn touchdown. That was a touchdown. The ball hit the man.
And the PAT will
I'll get it back. That was a touchdown. The ball hit the man. That was a touchdown.
What a lift they can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
That was a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He is torching the defense, and Nittany Lions imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Clark.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
They'll give it to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Smith takes the handoff, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K.
No, this the other league. The one I lost to Chip.
John Capoletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State and put your name on that list.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it takes you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you've got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the passes much.
And he has a solid gain before the defense follows him up.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lions touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State, 56, Florida, 42.
Not going to risk a return here.
If this game is at Penn State or anywhere else, this will be a blowout. The reason it's not a blowout is because I can't audible.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Oh, he's going to try to hit him.
If I could audible, boy.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Back to throw. It's Lagway.
Come on, he caught it? Come on. Come on.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. Shows him the stiff arm. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. They've got to use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They'll leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a box. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down. He's got a first
My guy
down.
get hit. Come on. Here we go with the
Ball.
bull. Here we go with the
Man down
bull.
the play as the officials take a break and let him be checked out.
Right, the bottom.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. And he cruises.
Nah, Dave, I had the wrong guy. I saw him coming across.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. He's had so much success today. They got to find a way to make these quarterbacks a little more uncomfortable.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Back to pass, it's Lagway.
Whoop. Pick it off, though. Oh, he fell. I was ready to run that back for 2 points. He fell. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
No, not.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going.
You gonna watch it here?
No doubt, find those plays.
Wanna watch it here?
You know you can run them in your sleep.
Yeah.
Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Here's the give off the left side. And how about that interior defense stopping the run for nothing?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
I'm telling you.
These teams stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
It won't not audible.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
It wasn't audible.
Behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
How about that play about the speed backs?
Yeah.
About speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs.
That's why I wasn't audible.
Let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Dude, who cares? Who cares, dude? He picks it off, Who cares?
Johnson looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, they're getting to the quarterback, and he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The give is to Smith. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need to think more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Game could be decided right here. Crowd behind this defense on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Smith takes the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
Block that shit.
And let's check in with
Good game, man.
Kevin.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game.
Number 19,
North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 24 to UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to throw, it's Bagway. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, y'all fighting over the They fighting over the pitch. Touchdown. Oh, don't cheat the brother. Get the brother his touchdown.
That should be the nail in the coffin.
Fighting over
Great break on the football.
I woke him up. My bad.
You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And now with the extra point there.
Oh, I don't even know. I think I don't play Oregon till like week 5 or 6 or something like that. But that's the only person on my schedule. That gave me a problem last season. But yeah.
They desperately wanted to attempt the return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Nah, don't look at it like that. If he went for 2 and you stopped him, then you won that game. Don't say he gave it to you. You stopped him.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll.
Most people don't want to do all that. Like over me, I just play like I always say, play Madden, play the game, play the game all the way out. Most people don't like doing that. You know what I mean? Just go 4th and 10. Come on now, you know stuff. You play Madden, you do that on 4th and 10. What happens? And complete, most likely. Because you ain't playing Madden. And that was a damn safety. It made no sense. I was a safety.
Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take
safety.
Nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field.
I was a safety.
Here comes the 2-point try. To the air, it's Bagway. Fires into traffic, picked off.
That's to the house. Come on. I mean, 2 points ain't always given. If he went for 2 and you stopped him, then you stopped him. They ain't give you the game, you won it. You know what I mean?
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oh, okay.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to
Not
go,
long.
execute, perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road in the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room.
What you got left?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this will be caught at the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The epilogue. The finishing touch. He has been surgical, precision in passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Put your feet down. No, they didn't get once. There was no need for it, so they didn't give it to me. No, I had yeah, I did have 73, didn't I? It did give me that 2 point, I guess, huh? No, there it is, 72. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. 4 touches, 2 minutes. Good rush. Hey. That's your brother?
Yeah, because he's playing all day with me because he laughs every day when I do that.
Does he? Okay, relax.
He left. My mother was just playing.